This video basically is my second video. Like today is my second day that I'm doing this recording thing. So I just wanted to talk about the class that I have in the morning, which I had a professional responsibility. Um, I actually did the reading for today's class, but my professor did not cover the material that I read yesterday. Basically, my professor just want us to do some negotiation session, um, like um, asked us to form a group, like 2 to 3 person one group, so we can discuss some a case with each other. There is a case that the client so I was one of the employee of the employer. So I got injured during the scope of the employment. So I wanted to get the repayment, like to get a compensation from my employer. So I have my attorney right with me. I um I have to have conversation with her. So there is a sheet for us. So both of us have to read the sheet first. After we read the sheet, we have to have a conversation with each other. So basically, the conversation we covered today, it's about what kind of information that we want to review. So basically, the topic for the professional responsibility today is the confidentiality issue, like the confidential information that the client does not want to review. However, sometimes the attorney have to review because of the modern rule of the professional responsibility. So yeah, so that's basically the topic we covered today. So after we had this conversation, we have to argue with other side. So we have to argue with another group, which is on the employer's side, because I was the employee. So so when we had this conversation with the other side, so there is a two guy in that group. One of the guy is the employer, and one of the guy is the employer's attorney. So the funny thing is, I never covered how much that I want to get. So, but according to the information from a sheet, the reasonable settlement amount was like $15,000. So, like $15,000 to cover everything that um I want to cover. Things like the hospital fee or like paying the suffering. So okay, so so I never talk about how we gonna to have this negotiation going on, like how much that we can offer initially, then we can maybe cut it, like reduce it like a little bit, but we don't have to reduce it like maybe like small amount, but we can like at least reduce like certain amount, like $500, probably 1,000, something like that. But we never discussed that. So when we were actually in the negotiation, my attorney, I mean, she's been like so innocent girl that in my classroom, so she just offered like $20,000 like initially, which I thought it was too low. You know what I mean? Because what I'm expect is 15,000, but we can say like 100,000 at first, right? Because we have to negotiate it anyway. So but my attorney actually spoke out the amount of the money, so I can't just like get the amount back because she already did it. So I asked for like private conversation with my attorney. So I talked to her something like, maybe I want to get a 17,000, like even though my expectation was 15,000, but probably we can just cut it to like 500, you know, just the negotiation skill. It's one of our strategy. So she said, fine, we can do that. So after private conversation with my client, with my I'm sorry, it's my attorney. So we were back to the actual negotiation. So my attorney actually said another number. I mean, she's kind of a very active thing, but she was just so nice and so innocent. Like she can't argue with that. So when she like offered another number, which is I guess 19,000, because she offered 20,000 at first. She just cut like 1,000, make it like 19,000. Like we are trying to negotiate, like we are very, like we are willing to negotiate or something like that. So so the funny thing is when the other side, like employer's side, the two guy, when they got the information, they got the second offer that my attorney gave. They had a private discussion too. So after they negotiate, after they discussed with each other, the employers attorney. So one of the guy just talked to me, like deal. So basically, negotiation was over. So we just got like 19,000. Yeah. So after this negotiation, my attorney, she actually think, was that too cheap, or maybe we can ask more? I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, we never discussed about the amount before the negotiation, so we really should do that, but we just never get the chance to talk about it. I mean, it's our mistake. We should do that like for next negotiation. So after negotiation, the professor actually wanted to know whether each side review any information that will damage them, each side, like it will damage myself. For our side, we have information like we had another report of my healthy problem, like I don't have any problems, like basically after the accident, during the scope of the employment, I'm not that injured so bad, so I'm pretty healthy. So this report will damage me because I'm not going to get the amount that I want. So I want to get the more money, as many as possible. That's my position here. So I definitely don't want my attorney to review this information. So, but my attorney actually, she maybe was a little bit confused because she has to abide the modern rule of a professional responsibility. So, but after all, we did not review the information, and the but the other side, like for the employer's side, they also are trying to hide something for me, and the information which is very critical because they found out there is the possibility that I can get a disease which will cause me to die. Like their information is much serious than the information we had. So I think they should review that information. But according to the modern code of the professional responsibility, I guess it's the rule point 1.6 section B that said the lawyer shall review the information. No, it's not shall. It's like the lawyer may review the information, may cause like huge damages to people or cause other people to die. Some information like that. So but according to the Illinois rule, like in the Illinois state, that that's required. I mean, if there is any information may cause somebody to die or somebody to be injured substantially, the attorney has to review the information. Right? Okay. So that's what I learned today, and I'm pretty enjoying this class. Okay.